Welcome to Nevada Newsmakers. On the program today, the topic is that old devil weed, marijuana. Jim Denton has the rundown.
Sam, marijuana has been on the ballot since the 1990s here in Nevada. It's been a very controversial issue, and today we'll discuss the pros and cons of it.
And coming up on the Power Pundit panel today, Bill Brainerd, Pat Coward, and Howard Rosenberg. It's all coming up next on an all-new Nevada Newsmakers.
Is Nevada Newsmakers with host Sam Shad, a no-holds-barred political forum. Now, from the Nevada Newsmakers broadcast headquarters, here is Sam Shad.
We're looking forward to a very interesting debate on the program today. Our guests are Neil Levine, he's the campaign manager for the Committee to Regulate and Control Marijuana, and Dick Gammack, who's the Washington County District Attorney. Welcome to you all. Go ahead, Jim.
Neil, I have a question for you. First of all, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Marijuana has been on the ballot in the state a number of times that I can think of. It passed, medical marijuana passed in the early 90s. You have been on the ballot here once where you were soundly rejected in 2002. You didn't qualify for the ballot in 2004. Why are you back?
Well, the initiative this time around is a different initiative than 2002. There's a lot more sensible safeguards built in. Basically what we're saying is our current marijuana laws don't work. What we're doing right now is we're financing the criminal market.
But that was your argument in 2002 when you got soundly rejected at the polls.
Well, it's a different initiative this time. What we're saying...
No, that was the argument, yes or no? That was the argument you used in 2002, correct?
I don't think so, actually.
I was here and I do think so, yeah.
Well, roughly, I mean, basically we've been working, you're right, we've been working in the state for about 5 years, and this is a debate that we think is really important. We don't think that our marijuana laws work, and we are going to keep holding this debate in the state of Nevada, and we think that the voters in Nevada are going to pass it this November.
Okay, first of all, Marijuana Policy Project hasn't been here for just 5 years. They've been here for about 10 years now, so let's correct that. And this is Marijuana Policy Project is behind this out of Washington, D.C. This isn't a locally driven initiative.
Marijuana Policy Project's actually only been in existence for about 11 years, but Marijuana Policy Project is our parent group. But CRCM, our ballot action group, is a Nevada-based organization charged with passing this initiative in November.
The majority of your money, the last couple of times that you have gone out, whether it was to finance signatures or whether it was to pass a campaign that was primarily run with television advertising, the majority of your dollars have come from out of state, correct?
Like any campaign, we are completely dependent on the generosity of individual donors.
Well, yeah, but those individual donors didn't come from the state of Nevada, for the most part, did they?
So far in this campaign, we've had hundreds of Nevadans who have donated to our
I'm
campaign.
talking about your prior
yes.
campaigns.
So,
I'm just asking about your prior campaigns.
We fundraise nationally, that's correct.
Okay. And
Well, actually, let's get to that. What is the heart of the initiative? What are you trying to accomplish
Well,
with
that's
this
what I was trying to
initiative?
say. Is, all we're saying is that our current marijuana laws don't work. Anyone who wants marijuana anybody who wants to smoke marijuana can currently get marijuana. We're proposing taking marijuana, small amounts of marijuana for adults, the sale and possession out of the criminal market, putting into a tightly regulated and controlled market where you can institute sensible safeguards like a weed card program. The initiative also increases the penalty. It doubles the penalty for anybody who gives or sells marijuana to a minor, and it doubles the penalty for anybody who kills someone while driving under the influence of alcohol, marijuana, or any other drug.
I actually, excuse me a second, Sam, I actually think those are good reasons to do a lot of things, okay? Whether I believe that those are good reasons to pass marijuana or up to question. But let's just say for the moment that you passed this thing. The voters of the state of Nevada passed this, okay? What's going to happen is the same thing that happened in California, which is going to be the feds are going to say, no, you are not going to implement that law in the state of Nevada.
Well,
now, isn't that basically
That's
correct?
not what happened in California. California's a medical
Richard, is that
marijuana
basically
law.
correct?
And in California, there are hundreds of medical marijuana dispensaries up and operating.
And there are hundreds of people in jail for operating them.
That's not true, actually.
Now we're back into let's confuse the whole issue again. We're not talking medical marijuana here today. Medical marijuana has nothing to do with this, and there is no such thing as medical marijuana. The AMA and the FDA have not approved it. It is not it's still a drug is a drug is a drug is marijuana. Is marijuana is marijuana. So let's get that off the table.
Medical marijuana exists in Nevada under state law.
We're talking about the proposition for legalizing marijuana.
Well, what happens, Dick, if it passes?
The federal law is still in place.
Right, and so what will happen is it will not be legal to buy or sell marijuana in the state of Nevada.
The federal law is still in place,
correct?
and the drug czars told us they will continue to enforce that.
Which is what they're doing in California,
yes.
correct?
The state of Nevada has had a medical marijuana law. You know, they said the sky's going to fall. The feds are going to come in with a medical marijuana law passed in the state of Nevada in 2000, and that hasn't happened. There's about 1,000 patients in the program, and it's up and functioning perfectly well.
But the ridiculous thing is that it's not legal for people to actually go and purchase
99% of all marijuana arrests are made on the state level. So a state law effectively does protect the medical marijuana laws. And he's right. We're not talking about medical marijuana. We are talking about taxation and regulation of marijuana. But because 99% of all marijuana arrests are basically made on the state level, a state law can protect people on that level.
Where in this country have you gotten this initiative passed successfully statewide?
This is the first state that would be passing a tax and regulate law. State of Alaska allows you to possess marijuana.
Did the state of Alaska just defeat this in the last
No, they
election?
didn't. What happened was the governor passed an unconstitutional statutory bill. There's a constitutional ruling in Alaska that protects possession of marijuana in the home as a matter of privacy. They passed a statutory law, and the courts
vote on this in
threw it
Alaska
out.
a couple of years ago?
It was a different. It's a different initiative than
Was it a marijuana initiative?
Yeah, well,
there was a marijuana initiative in Alaska.
There was a marijuana initiative in Denver that passed, and that was a different initiative too. It's apples and oranges.
That's the city of Denver. It also
but we're talking about the state of Nevada.
Okay.
And in the
all
state
right,
of Nevada.
gentlemen, we're all talking over each other. Let's take a break. We'll take a breather. We'll be right back on Nevada Newsmakers after this.
For a videotape copy of any Nevada Newsmakers program, call 775-857-2244.